In this video, I'll be showing you how you can see the results from the Proficiency Week test and also set the next learning steps for students. Now, if you don't know the page that I'm on now, simply go back home, or if you're in the control panel, all you need to do is click on Assessments here and you'll see the assessment pop up. Now, what you want to do is go and click on Analysis, and that will take you to the tab at the bottom here. This is the tab above Monitor that you would have used to see what students are doing during the assessment, and Analysis is where you're going to get the full breakdown of students' results. Now, when you set the test, you would have had an option to keep the results hidden, keep them internal. You can also release them provisionally or finalize the results as I've done here on the right hand side. So I can see here a full breakdown of students' results. 15 of the 20 completed the test with an average mark of 74%. If I go down a bit further, I can see here individual students' results, which I can drill down on. I'll do that in just a moment. But before I do that, what is really powerful here, immediately I can see as a class where they're struggling and where they're doing really well. So this area here, interpreting and finding relationships and diagrams, they've struggled with. They've only got 47% correct. And if I click on the recommendations here, I can see these students all here have been recommended that they do the line graphs SMART lesson, which should take them about 5 minutes. Now, if you're not familiar with what a SMART lesson is, it's a scaffolded learning exercise that walks a student through basic understanding of the concept through to the higher order thinking skills. Okay, so a SMART lesson is diagnostic. So as they work their way through that activity, it's really fun and engaging with incorporated media throughout the lesson, and the student will learn, and it tracks everything that they're doing and presents that as insights back to you as a teacher. It's also adaptive, so students need to answer a certain number of questions correct in each section before they can complete that SMART lesson. So that's what that is. So students are directed towards this particular SMART lesson here, and you get a full breakdown of each of their strengths and weaknesses as a class, and also at an individual level. At the other end of the spectrum here, I can see that this particular student has been recommended that he does the choosing appropriate units SMART lesson, which should take about 11 minutes for the average student. If I want to drill down on a specific student, all I need to do here is click on View Details. I'll have a look at Tess. I can see all of her strengths here. She's done particularly well. And if I have a look at her next learning steps, we've recommended that she does the variables, fair tests, controlled variables, and controlled groups SMART lessons. And here are the reasons for those recommendations. So I can see a full breakdown of her individual results here, which is incredibly powerful. Now, bear in mind, this is all immediate feedback too. So once a student completes the test, if you've allowed it to become visible as soon as they've completed it, they'll actually get the results now. They can have a look at the strengths and weaknesses, and they can also click on the recommended activity and go through and get started. Now, if I go back to the start here, where it gets really powerful is this process that we've embedded in here, assigning recommended activities or tasks. As a teacher, you're now able to assign a differentiated program of work to each student in your class. Now, the way you can do that is by choosing a certain date that you'd like to have tasks done by. So during 14 days, I'm going to set students an hour and a half each week, and I'm also going to be emailed with a completion summary report on how students are progressing through these lessons, and I'll click on Assign Tasks. Now, immediately what I've been able to do, as you can see, that's populated before your eyes, is design a differentiated program of work for every single student based on the strengths and weaknesses in your class. And if they go back home and go into the experience as a student, they'll be able to go through and get started. And it's as easy as that. Now, if you'd like a professional development session over the phone, please don't hesitate to get in touch, or over Skype, and one of our amazing brand managers would love to walk you through that. Thanks so much for your time.